What y'all watching?
Ah, Labubu. That's Labubu.
What's Labubu?
No, Labubu.
That's Labubu eh.
Maria Labu?
No,
Labubu?
Labubu.
What's Labubu?
It's like this or
Like
like
a monster.
Like a monster?
It's like a doll but look like a monster.
Old single dads get to roll out. What's sad is that every time I roll out, I have to roll out. I put my suitcase right over there by the door. You know, so I got everything ready when I call the car. Forrest G knows when he sees that suitcase by the door, he knows that I'm leaving. And he's been sitting with me for what, a couple hours? Just sitting with me on the couch. You know, and he sits with me all the time, but not like that. He knows. He knows when he sees that suitcase next to the door, he knows I'm leaving. And he just snuggles with me. Yeah, it's just so sweet, folks. I just thought I'd share that with you, but he's so smart. Papa'll be back soon, all right? You know Papa's coming back. Papa'll be back shortly. Forrest G, your daddy loves you, man. You're the man of the house now, buddy. You got to take care of Mama and sister. Okay? Papa'll be back in a little bit, man. Big Pumpkin, take good care of my babies, okay? Papa loves y'all. Be back soon. Folks, it's so windy here. It is gonna be a rough ride coming out of Clark. That ain't no lie. My goodness, the wind is just whipping. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride for sure. But you know what? That's what makes life interesting, my friends. 3 hours early on station, like perfect timing. Saying goodbye to Angeles City for a while. Thanks for riding along with me. There you go right there. Leaving Clark. Still windy, raining, just not a great day to go flying. So apparently the Cambodians lobbed some artillery, some rockets, hit over on the Thai side, I saw an article that said killed 9 Thai civilians. Thailand hit back, launched some F-16s, struck some military targets on the ground in Cambodia. Now they say they've shut down the border over there. It's just kind of crazy. Just yesterday I was saying, you know, hopefully the Chinese aren't too thick over in Siem Reap. It's a great time to go check out the temples, which it probably is. You know, a lot of people cancel their flights or vacations over stuff like this. I look at it as an opportunity to go there and not have to deal with the crowds. So I'll just give you an honest assessment. What a smooth check-in. You don't have to show the security guard your stuff out there to get in the airport anymore. I'm sitting over here in this corner and people keep walking by. I got over here so I don't have anybody in the background. It's like a magnet. Everybody walks behind me now. Anyhow, I didn't have to show my stuff to get into the airport, which you do in most airports around this country. It was nice just to be able to walk in, walked straight to the line, waited in line behind a few people. I checked in on the app, Cebu Pacific app, while I was waiting in line, went flawless. I'm talking, got through security, got through immigration. I'll bet you it was less than 9 minutes from the minute I hit that curb to the minute I'm sitting here getting some coffee. Absolutely perfect check-in experience. You know, in the past, I've had some bad experiences with Cebu Pacific, being nitpicky about my carry-on bag, you know, having to put batteries in my pockets, none of that. Just an absolutely wonderful experience, everybody, just from check-in, security, immigration, A+. And then they got an Apple store, believe it or not, they got an Apple store or retailer or whatever, right here in the terminal. I'm sitting right here across from my gate, just enjoyed a nice cappuccino, folks. Life is good. It's an emotional departure. It was just so sad because when I was going out the door, a little Forrest G went and put his sandals on. He wanted to go with me. And when I got in the car, he just started crying because he couldn't get in the car with me. And so as I pulled away, you know, she's pulling him back in the gate. He's crying and just looking pretty damn sad. And I'm not saying I'm special, folks. You know, it's the same way when anybody leaves their family, or at least the way it should be. People aren't happy about it. My daughter said, you know, Papa, please don't go. I'm pretty emotional. But sometimes you got to go. They know. Unless I'm 6 foot under or burned up at the temple, old single dad will be back. That's one thing they do know. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. It just almost put a tear in my eye when he put his sandals on, bound and determined to go with me. And then when he started crying and throwing a fit, she's dragging him back in that gate. Oh man. It's a rough way to leave. So I want to say thanks for being a loyal viewer here on my show. Certainly appreciate everybody who stayed with me throughout all the years, and even y'all who hit me every time I leave. So let the games begin. Where am I going? I've already revealed that. I'm going to Thailand. Why? I'm tired of explaining it. I've explained it enough times already. But let the games begin. The people who just can't stand it, when I go walkabout. When in actuality, this thing started out sort of as a travel show. I'm running a travel show, but I have a percentage of viewers that get pissed off at me when I travel. Pretty interesting, right? Can't please everybody. You know, this rain has shut things down. Schools have been closed. You know, Maria's mother sent me a message. They're talking about all the rain and the flooding. Oh, Janice, shout out to Janice. She sent me a short video where her street is flooded. Folks, when these rains come down, a lot of people, I mean, you saw the place we lived in Barrio Brito. When it would rain too hard, you know, the street would be 4 feet of water. You couldn't leave the house unless you wanted to walk through 2, 3, 4 feet of water. And my heart goes out to all those folks. It's a hard way to live when you have no other options. There's my jet right there, waiting on me. Got a little alarm going on, some sort. Still going on. Old single dad can't catch a break. I don't know what happened. It's fire alarm over at our gate. Flight delay. What can I do? See, if you're drinking, things like this don't bother you. You just laugh. You laugh, sit down and order another brew. No big deal. When you're stone cold sober, waiting around ain't fun. What does alcohol do? It helps you pass the time. It robs you of time. Sometimes you want to be robbed of time when you're killing time. Okay, so it says a fire has been reported in the building. Please proceed to the stairwell. I don't smell no smoke. 'Cause I've been sitting here and I'm trying to find myself. Aircraft coming in there. Still going off, my friends. Who we got right there? Is that Emirates? Wow, look at that crew. My goodness. I want to go with him. It's my pack plan for this trip. Saddleback leather, thin briefcase in carbon black, and the flight bag in tobacco. Look at those beautiful bags right there. When I get ready to get on the plane, I take the straps off and put them inside the bags. Just makes it more minimal, save space. But they both got shoulder straps. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Sitting here, chilling during this little fire drill, or false fire alarm. It ain't no drill, it's a false fire alarm. Look at that, beautiful. Link down in the description. 100-year warranty. I ain't lying. Right back where I started. Might as well just get another Coke. Doesn't seem to be any urgency to turn this thing off. Probably the supervisor went home for the day. Ron Burgundy, speculate. Well, what happened was the supervisor, he had the key to turn off the alarm. He went home, low bat. He had low bat on the phone, no signal. And he was asleep. You know what I talk about though? If everything goes to plan, it's just a boring trip that you'll never remember. When things don't go to plan, it's an adventure. How many times have I made this flight? Dozens. Dozens. How many do I remember? Not many, because I usually hit the VIP lounge and getting hammered. I'll never forget this little trip, and the flight ain't even got started yet, which may be good because it was so windy coming in here. Maybe this is giving the weather enough time to calm down. You know, those storms usually go north up towards Taiwan, and maybe it'll be a smoother flight. You never know. Maybe it's the universe saying, slow down. Slow down. You don't want to take off right now. It's too rough. Chill. Enjoy your Coke. It's got real sugar in it. And I hear real sugar from the sugarcane field is coming to Coke in America soon, thanks to DJ T. You want to know why Coke tastes different when you leave America? Because it's got real sugar in it and that high fructose corn syrup. So many beautiful ladies around here. Ladies are wearing their athleisure wear, their stretchables, like Fatima wears every day, gym wear. And you've got some grown ass men in here wearing their Magnum PI shorts with their got a lady here, I'll wait till she gets out of earshot. Their Magnum PI shorts with their hairy ass legs and the balls hanging out. Don't even look like they just came from the gym. Looks like they just come from the beach. I just can't get down with it. I used to fly in the 70s Late 70s, when I was a small child, people dressed up for this event. They dressed up, three-piece suit. The food was like gourmet. You could smoke on the flight. It was an event. It was like going to the opera. And what has flying degraded into? Hairy legs, sweaty balls, gym wear, swimwear, men's toes exposed, flip-flops, tank tops, hairy armpits. It's a damn shame what the world's degraded to. I'm gonna start an airline. I wanna start my own airline. And you have to be in at least a three-piece suit to board the flight. And you can smoke. All right, maybe no smoking. Only pipe smoke. Pipe and cigar smoking only. No cigarettes. Now I look around here. You know, I hate to say it because I like the Wild Wild West. But nobody's got any self-respect anymore. You know, you go to the mall in the Middle East, they got clothing police. And if you're not dressed properly, they're gonna come up and say, excuse me, ma'am, you need to cover up. Okay, your shorts are too short, here's a scarf or whatever. All right, that's not acceptable. Okay, I think they need clothing police. Like this dude over here wearing a bathing suit. Somebody needs to go over and say, dude, nobody wants to see your hairy balls on a flight. Okay, here's a scarf, fucking cover up. And make that thing pink or orange like a prisoner. So it shames them into not doing that shit again. And if you don't want to cover up, get the fuck off the flight. This guy don't want to see you. I don't want to see your toes, your balls, the hair on your legs. I don't want to see the fucking hair on your arms. Certainly not the hair under your arms or on your chest. What can I do here? I'm hanging on to the early 80s. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 American chicks over there doing TikTok, some type of unison dancing in the middle of the concourse. Now, being that there's a fire alarm going off, I'm sort of torn because their entertainment is distracting from this situation. But you didn't do this shit back in the late 70s, early 80s. This wasn't appropriate. There might be a dude there playing a piano or a violin or some shit like that. No TikTok in athleisure wear while you're waiting for a flight. Go back to drinking. Oh, the dude with the hairy toes is over there picking his feet. If you're gonna pick your feet, you do it downwind. What movie was that from? Great movie. I'll give you a hint. It had Kevin Costner in it. I just don't want to see a 6'3" white guy picking his toes. Picking the toe jam out of his fucking toes. Don't do it. You're in the airport, bro. Not even during a false fire alarm is it acceptable to pick your toes in the airport, people. Here's a reminder. I think people lose sight of this. Just because you're on vacation, just because you come to Southeast Asia, it doesn't mean that the whole world is on vacation. Yeah, you want to feel free. I get it. You want to feel free when you're on vacation. When you're on the beach, feel free. Run around in your Speedo. In the airport, people are trying to go about their everyday lives. Work, get from point A to point B, visit grandma. They're not on vacation and half drunk. Okay? Just never lose sight of that. And that's what the big problem in Southeast Asia is when people come over here. They think that everybody's on vacation like they are. Oh, maybe my flight's about to start boarding. Got some action going on here. Okay, welcome to Thailand, my friends. Welcome to Thailand. Smooth process going through there. Now you got to fill in this digital arrival card now. No big deal. It's just like the Philippines. Go to immigration. You just sit there, open up your phone, and I don't know if they read the number or not. To be truthful with you, I don't know. All right, welcome home, Big Daddy. Riding this VIP machine right here. I think this is us. All right, Kapun Krap, like a king. Folks, it is good to be back in Thailand. Come in here, 7-Eleven. Driver's gonna take a break. Come in here and get us something to drink at the 7-Eleven. What do we want here? Get the Eloy Hassid. I like the shark, but it's hard to find the shark anymore. It's more like Red Bull, but cheaper, and the taste is delicious. I didn't move for any snacks because I'm not a snacker. My kids are snackers, but I'm not. Alright, so one thing about Thailand, they never ask you, sir, do you have a smaller bill or no change? Folks, just pay with 1,000 baht note. They're going to give you change. They're not going to complain. You know, PI, sir, do you have a smaller bill? I don't have any change. You don't deal with that shit here, right? Alright, it's going to be back on the road, folks. I used to ride in an electric vehicle. I rode in one of these before. And maybe that's the only time I've ever ridden in an electric vehicle. I'm not used to sitting here and not hearing or feeling the engine. You know, I've never ridden in a Tesla. Folks, other than when I go to America, I haven't driven a car in, 15 years. I'm not up on the technology. When I went to the States, like that first time, I couldn't figure out why the car kept slowing down. It was that radar. I don't know. I'm like a 15-year caveman when it comes to technology and cars because I don't own a car. I haven't driven a car other than those trips. So this electric vehicle stuff, I mean, you know, I had that Tesla chopper. Obviously, that was an electric vehicle. But an electric car, I know nothing about. I just know unless something drastically changes, well, unless I go back to America, I'd have to buy a car. But unless I go back to America, I ain't never buying a car again. That was my intent 15 years ago. That's still my mindset. Why do I need a car here in Southeast Asia? Just don't. Why don't you buy your family a car? Man, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, I could buy 3 cars. Just don't need it here. the flight was not as bumpy as I thought, and that delay I think actually did us some good because it was so windy when I got to the airport. But that little delay actually worked out in our favor. Note to self, I could sit here and rant and rave about improper attire. My gosh. I'll save that for another video. No, I won't. This is just in general. Nothing specific. This is general. If you find yourself wearing an adult diaper on a flight, don't stand up and start fucking around with stuff in the overhead bin. Do I need to elaborate any further on that as to why it's not appropriate? Matter of fact, I think once the aircraft door is closed, all the overhead bins should be locked where nobody can stand up and fuck with shit in the overhead bin. There. That would solve so many problems. Dudes wearing tank tops, reaching in the overhead bin, and I'm looking at Don King over here and Buckwheat over here. Like they got him in a headlock. Anyhow, arrival process in Thailand was wonderful as usual. Absolutely wonderful. Zoomed right through there. By the time I got through immigration, which was just a few minutes, my bag was already there. Suvarnabhumi, best airport in the world. I don't care what you say. You know, everybody says that Changi, is that how you say it down in Singapore is the best airport? That's horse shit. The best airport in the world is Suvarnabhumi, Bangkok, Thailand. I'm telling you. I don't know why it takes heat in these reviews and shit. It's all subjective, right? But I'm telling you, it's the best. No problem, my friend. No problem.